I wasn't really sure how to make this video. I've had my fair share of incidents, and I'll admit it, some of them were my fault. But I always try to play fair, follow the rules and leave enough space while staying on the edge. Even though that can be tough sometimes, and yes, I do make mistakes. But where do you draw the line? What's the difference between a player who's defending aggressively, staying on the track and leaving space, and someone who's intentionally blocking, putting you in a tough spot, or even pushing you off the track? And in this video, I'll explain a situation that happened to me in daily races, with a focus on race B. I also had an incident in daily race C that was, well, quite interesting. The driver was on used hard tires, 7 laps in, while I had a fresh set of softs. So I was just about 4, maybe even 5 seconds quicker per lap. Yet he decided to block me. Now, I kind of get it. Sometimes you're a little bit slow in some of the corners, and that is fine. But there is a certain rhythm and flow to a race. You expect the driver head to brake, turn and accelerate at reasonable points so you can plan your moves. In this case, it was different. I gave him a couple of nudges, which wasn't anything major, but then he decided to start brake checking me. Maybe he found it, I guess, a little bit of fun in all of that. Eventually, he brake checked himself, and thankfully the game didn't give me a penalty this time, I guess. But that kind of driving really bothers me. If you're slower, that's okay. Just don't brake check me. As a driver behind, you rely on certain expectations from the car in front, so you can race close without making a contact. That's what I expect from players in the top split. I never thought I'd see someone 5 seconds slower per lap constantly brake checking me and every chance they get. But this brings us to daily race B, where unfortunately I did not have the time to set a proper lap time. So I just jumped straight into the race from P16. And I gotta say that I had a lot of fun, though I can't say that I had a lot of fun in every race I had, even though it was quite an interesting journey. Into the unknown, but he saved it. He saved it. Rage quit. Rage quit, not a rage quit. What a save! What a save, man. What a save. Genesis versus 4C. Inside versus outside. Don't. Well, that was quite an incident, even though maybe I should have seen it coming. But regardless, I started catching up the group up ahead, and unfortunately, at Willow Springs, you just need to make that one mistake at some point. And I guess it happens to everyone. And when you make a mistake here, it's very costly. But I managed to save the car, and it was actually a pretty decent recovery. And after that, I just went for it and started pushing really hard. It's not an easy track. It really isn't. That was a scent. This will be a nice exit. Oh, if it's even an exit. Mushroom Man. Yellows. Oh, I've got the inside now. Slightly better handling as well. Oh. Mr. Stark there. Maybe not the smartest option, because now he's got the toe and I don't. Okay. Oof, that's yellow. That's a lot of yellow. Well, it was a scent. And someone is off the track there. And just like that, I finished this race in 6th place. In the next one, I managed to improve my qualifying time. Still, I started in 7th. The track is incredibly tough to master. Every little mistake really adds up. And of course, my goal here was to get a podium or maybe even a win. So I really had to start pushing right from the start. That worked really nice. Oof, very, very close. Very, very close. But look at this, 1.5 seconds from the lead. Now it's even less. It's a mess, isn't it? Oh, someone might lose it. No? Dirty tires, I guess. Oh, don't. Okay. I'll take this. I'll take this. I'll take this. I will take this. A couple of very nice gifts there. Is it 4th gear? I think it's 3rd. My gears are too high. Alright, it's probably 4th on the way out. I still have to figure that out. But I was very lucky there. At this point, I tried to work with the Norwegian driver ahead, as it seemed like a fair shot to catch the race leader. And we did just that. On the next lap, we finally closed the gap and started setting up for a move. Defensive, let's try to go wider. Let's go wider. Better exit. Okay, that's blocking. That's blocking. Let's try to get a win here. Go, my friend. Go, 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 go. Is he going to push me? Of course he will. What a guy. What a guy. And I'm in the dirt. And after that, I reviewed the replay once again, and I'm just not sure what to say. Because it was really close. We were fighting for positions, but I still believe that he should have left a little bit more room there and, well, not push me in the dirt. I know it's hard to judge the space, but at least give a little bit more when you're racing like that. And after that, I finished this race in 11th place, even though it's not the end of the world, it's not finishing in last place, but I wanted to win. That's why here I qualified a little bit better than before, and this is where my journey for the win started, with kind of an unusual situation. Slightly too wide. Let's use that. Let's... What should I do at this point? Looking back at the incident, I probably should have lifted a bit more instead of trying to capitalize on that move. But when I reviewed his inputs, I saw that he lifted slightly before the contact. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, you build certain expectations that the driver ahead will take a specific line, carry a certain amount of speed, and follow a typical flow through the corner. You really don't expect the driver to lift like that, especially in that situation. But I can't really blame him. He was losing the car and I had to lift to save it. And at that point, I really can't blame myself for going for that move because the driver had made a mistake. With that said, I probably should have been more cautious. I probably should have lifted, but in the heat of the moment, you really don't have the time to make that decision. You're relying on your instincts instead of reacting to what's happening. These situations are just tough for everyone. No one really wins here. He lost the position, I made a contact, and in the end, nobody comes out ahead. It was exactly the type of scenario that I usually try to avoid. But still, I probably should have lifted. Oh, our P1 lost it. P1 lost it. P1 lost it, but I need to keep it. I need to keep it on the track. Oh, I got the inside. Got the inside. Oh, stayed. Whew. Let's see if I can keep this lead now. And after that move, I finally took first place in the daily race B. It was a solid race in the end. But here's my question. Where do you draw the line? At what point do you say this is dirty driving or this is just a racing incident? I've seen both sides, and to be fair, I'm not a fan of brake checking. I don't think anyone is, but incidents do happen. And like I said before, I make mistakes too. So I would really like to hear you out. What do you think about the current state of driving standards in GT? And please let me know down in the comments. And of course, thank you very much for watching, and until the next video, bye.